to part 5 of our saxophone series. Today we're going to talk about 2 problem notes on the saxophone and how to address them. The first one is a B flat. So most of the time when I work with beginning saxophone players, when they learn to play a B flat, they learn to play like a B. So they put down their first finger and then they put down 1 down here. I call this a 1 and 1 B flat. And this does kind of play a B flat, it works. But in my professional career, I have used this B flat one time, and it was extremely circumstantial, and I'll tell you why later. But the problem with this B flat is that it is horrendously flat. Horrendous. Even on my professional level saxophone, that B flat is maybe 30 cents flat. Incredibly flat. And so whenever you are working on a B flat, if you're a student, especially a beginner, or if you are a band director, the B flat that you should teach your kids is this one. It's like an A, so 1 and 2, and down here, the bottom side button pressed with this space on our index finger of our right hand, right between the 2 knuckles. That B flat is not perfectly in tune, but you need to know this B flat because it is so much closer than 1 and 1. It's a good introduction later because I know some of you probably are thinking, why don't I teach you bis B flat? So if you don't know bis B flat, this is the third option you have. It's like a B, and with the side of our finger, we also add that littlest button right there. So with our index finger, we're pressing both of those keys. And that's a bis B flat. And this one, the intonation is fabulous. This is a absolutely wonderful B flat to use. But you can't go, at least not realistically, you cannot go from a B natural to a B flat if you have a chromatic scale. This is really, really difficult to do. And this is not something that many professional players do. I know there are a couple who do it, but they've spent many hundreds of hours perfecting that. And it's not a good option, especially for students who don't have that time to put into it. And so you can use this B flat if you've got, if you're an advanced student, or if you have some advanced students, if you're a band director. You can teach them this B flat and it is fabulously in tune. It's really wonderful. But if you have a B natural next to it, you cannot use it. And those are the situations where we use this B flat, 1, 2, and that side button. That's how we use B flat for our chromatic scale, or any time that we have a B to a B flat or a B flat to a B, we need to use that fingering. So you need to start with this fingering because you have to know it for later, and then once you get a little more advanced, this is a perfectly awesome B flat to use. So that's the first note, B flat. But never use this fingering, 1 and 1. This is a terrible fingering. The one time I used it was because I had an A sharp to B natural trill, and I couldn't do this fast enough to make it work, so I used this B flat. But that's the only time I've ever done it because it's just so flat. So that's the first note. Second note is middle D. Middle D, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All 6 fingers, no pinkies, and our thumb. All right, this is a hugely problematic note for saxophone players and for band directors because they know how sharp it is on pretty much all saxophones. But there's an easy solution for it. You just have to add 1 extra finger to make it a little bit flatter. So if you look at the pinky keys for the left hand, this is called the spatula, by the way, this group of pinky keys. We're looking in the middle, and I call this the inside button right there, closest to the bell. So inside, that middle button right there. That is the button for a low B, so if we look down, we can see our low B key closing as I press it. And if we play a D with our thumb and we add that pinky, that's going to make it quite a bit less sharp for us. It's not perfect, but it works quite well. So I'm going to play, to show you, I'll play a regular D with no pinky, and then I'm going to add my pinky to it, and you'll be able to hear the difference in the sound. And that can help you get to the places you need to go. So those are the 2 biggest problem notes that I fix when I work with saxophone students, and I hope that gives you some help. We've got 1 video left in our saxophone series, So I'll see you there.